Orchids are a special type of houseplant. They can actually be kind of fun because when they bloom, they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're actually fairly easy to care for. Orchids, for the most part, are much happier when they're kept in a little bit more of a root-bound condition, unlike other kinds of houseplants that like to be moved up into bigger pots as they continue to grow. You will oftentimes see these aerial roots that are coming from the orchid plant. That's a natural part of it because they grow up in trees in part of their natural habitat. Oftentimes, a gardener will want to move them up to a bigger pot because they think that these roots are already coming out of here, but that's really not the case. You want to keep it a little bit more confined. If the plant is beginning to grow excessively, get quite large, then that would be the time to move it up to the next size. When you do pot it, it's a good idea to use a specialized potting mix that is sold for orchids, and there are a number of them on the market. When you buy that kind of potting mix, what it's going to be is really a very coarse, fibrous bark material. Some of them are much finer than others. This is a very coarse mixture. Again, you're trying to simulate the conditions where those orchids typically grow, which is up into trees. You don't want to pot them into regular potting soils because they tend to hold a little bit more moisture and would stay too wet for the orchids. The rule of thumb is to water them with the equivalent of about 3 ice cubes per week. Put that on the mixture, let it drain through. You don't want to constantly be watering them. Other than that, they're very easy, attractive plants to have within the home.